I don't know that I believe in going back, that we come back from something. Like, I feel like even that language, do we come back? Did I come back? I don't know. I don't know, Ned. That doesn't seem quite right. That if I had to talk about it, I don't believe I would use that language. Not like not like I went on a journey into grief and then came back. Um, so then what would I say? It was more that the Rosemary that I thought I knew dissolved. There was no coming back from that. There's no there was no Rosemary like that to come back to, nor did I want to. Um, so my first thought is, if it's not a coming back, then what is it? Just to show up with what's here now? What's here now, and how do I meet this here now? How do I do that? And how do I do that is with wonder. How do I do that is with love. How do I do that is with curiosity. How do I do that is with openness. How do I do that with porosity, earthwarming, like you said earlier? I like that you made it a verb. I think my first thought is that we don't come back, that we lose that idea of we're returning to something, and maybe we, and that can be scary. Of course, that could be, like then what do we have to stand on? What is a foundation if we're not going back? So maybe what I'm saying isn't going to be very popular, but it's what's true for me.
It's a podcast called You're Going to Die.
Yeah, right. So. Okay. Okay, right. So thank you for going there with me. I think that maybe what we get to lose is our sense of a foundation, that's part of it.
Yeah.
And then my gosh, friend, this was so big for me in that moment that I was holding my dad. I mentioned this moment, right? After Dad died, I got in bed with him and I had this moment, and I had not had this. So when Finney died, I had this feeling of being supported by love all the time. In fact, it was so physical. It was like I even talked about it briefly in that poem, although you wouldn't have necessarily known this, but I felt like there was a giant fist around my chest constantly. It was like something holding me. At first, I thought squeezing me. At first, it was not very pleasant. Then I realized, no, like literally holding me together, like keeping me intact, so I didn't completely disperse. And then there was a morning after, a few weeks, I forget now if it was weeks or 1 months, that it was there all the time, right? I'd go to bed, it was there. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, it was there. I'd wake up in the morning, it was there all day. Then one day I woke up and it wasn't there. And I was like, no, come back, I need you. And then it was there. And then it was there for months until finally it stopped, and I don't remember it stopping. But it was this sense of being totally held together. So I had that experience after Finn died. Then when Dad died, and I got into bed with him, and I had this experience of being completely untethered, not being held, right? Just utterly untethered. And I think part of that, right? I'd lost the child, I'd lost the parent, and now what did I have? I had nothing. And I had this vision of like ombre, like green, blue, pink. I don't know how else to say that. There was like a no grade. It was changing gradations of a horizonless horizon. I don't know exactly how to say this, but this is what it was. And then there was maybe a voice that said something like that the object of your love will never stay. That the only thing that is permanent is love. That it's not about the object of love, it's love itself. I feel like I'm like bumbling this, which is
no.
It was so
I'm
profound.
not hearing it that way. Yes,
it was so profound, this moment, And that realization
That's
that it was
constant.
true. It was
Mhm.
true. And I think that's even what the voice said. It's true. The object of your love will always go, it will always be gone. Love itself, which I understood to be this horizonless horizon, this infinite thing that was me, that was carrying me, that was me, that, that. So in a way, I feel like there was this moment that I realized, no foundation, no touch point, just what's here and love itself. That's it. That's it. That's it. Well, I mean, how and how do we make that practical, Ned? I don't know. How does that fix anything? It doesn't.
I'm not sure practicalities, by the way, are on the list of what's needed right now. So just to say, yeah, maybe that's not the form it's got to get to.
But it is a deep, deep, deep trust that even
Mm.
so, if we're not coming back to something, that isn't a problem.
Mhm.
That's not a problem.
Mm.
That if we can show up in this moment with love and let ourselves be carried by love, be moved by love, be open enough and porous enough that love moves through us with that much surrender. And I want to say that was really a lot easier in those first days, and by first days, I mean year after Finn died. There's
Easier.
a lot more of me here now, right? There's a lot.
Mm.
Rosemary came back in,
Yeah, right.
so
Mm.
I feel like I'm a lot denser
Mm.
now than I was in that first year of
Mhm.
blown open.
Yeah.